Yellow bonus, what he wants, what he want. Yellow bonus, what he want, what he wants, what he want. Para Miguel se lo dan. Para.
Hear me and hear me good, nigga. I'm here to double down. That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit
Hey, hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Chastity, and here we talk about beauty, entertainment, TV shows, celebrities, movies, books, animes, and kind of anything else that garners my attention this week. And before we start this video, I just want to say that today is Mama Kickback's birthday. So after I'm done filming and editing this video, I'm going to go spend some time with my family, celebrate my mom's birthday, get her cake. I got her this perfume she wants. It's going to be a fun-ass time. So today, we're here for a video that was not planned. There was no video planned because, like I said, today is my mother's birthday. So I was planning on just chilling, minding my business. I filmed TikToks yesterday. I was going to move on with my life. Tell me why. I get on the Bird app, of course, and I see the video that was played in the beginning of this one of Leigh singing this song. So before I get into that mess, I guess like a quick like idea of who Leigh is, if you don't know who she is, which is fine, because who really knows who she is? She's a singer, rapper. I can't tell you what she does. All I know is she doesn't do it well, but she did get famous from this song that I know that like a lot of little kids really enjoyed, because like I saw a lot of the kids on like the Shade Room Teens like being like, oh my god, this song is so good. So that's kind of how like she rose to fame. Before that, she was actually in this girl group called like Curly Fries, and that's how I was introduced to Leigh. Was she was part of Curly Fries, but that didn't do anything, and that fizzled out. And then she just kind of disappeared from my radar, and then that song popped, and now, you know, what she is good at is dancing. She's a choreographer as well, and that she does very, very well. Can't knock her. Amazing dancer, very beautiful woman. And then I think late 2020, it came out that she was dating the baby, and she now has this weird petty back and forth with the baby mama, which will come back into the story later. So on Leig's Twitter, she had posted this like video with a song entitled "Yellow Bone is What He Wants." This song is basically just bragging about how this dude wants a yellow bone, and you know that she's what he wants. And to me, some of these lyrics in the song was very much so alluding to he left a dark-skinned girl for me. But you know, whatever. She posted that video of her like poorly lip syncing to this terrible song. I think that's what makes this situation even more worse, is how actually ass that song is. I wouldn't be okay with it if this colorist that song, but at least if it was good, a bop is a bop is a bop. But it wasn't even that. It was just it sounded like she recorded it on like a Barbie recorder. It was really bad. Terrible quality. Like she was like mime singing it badly as well. For a dancer, where was the rhythm? It was just really, it was a very cringy video. So she posted that, and immediately she got dragged. Immediately. Because there's two things here. One, the song is colorist as fuck. And I feel like in the caption of the video, she's like, why can't I make a song, you know, bigging up light-skinned women when there's other people that do it for other women? And it's like, I want you to know that, like, I feel like she was trying to allude to, like, Beyonce's brown-skinned girls. That is uplifting women, okay? Uplifting a group of women that are shitted on in our community. Darker skinned women are treated poorly for absolutely no reason other than skin tone. Your song was bragging about how great it is to be light skinned, how niggas want you because you're like. That's not the same as uplifting a group of women. And on top of that, Beyonce herself is of lighter skin tone. It's not the same thing. And then the biggest issue, the issue that I have with this, if we're being honest, because again, hip-hop is filled with colorist ass songs. I'm not going to be mad because this bitch made one. The actual issue here is her referring to herself as a yellow bone. This is something I've actually noticed a lot of like Latino women doing on social media, referring to themselves as light skinned. And I need you to understand, you cannot be light skinned if you are not black. You can't be a yellow bone, you can't be a red bone unless you are black. It all starts with you yourself being black. And then it breaks down to skin tones. And it's this weird appropriation I've been seeing as of lately with like, especially since the whole like Afro, like the term, because Afro Latinos have always existed, but the term Afro Latino is newer, and since the the popularization of that term, we've been seeing a lot of Latinos who are themselves not Afro Latino coining it and using it so they can say the N word and they can navigate. And because again, it's profitable to be black adjacent, just not black. So those girlies are doing this, and it's just like, you need a black parent to be black. Me and a lot of other people kind of theorized that this song was meant to be a diss to DaBaby's baby mama because Mimi is of darker skin tone, and her and Dani have been doing this petty back and forth because DaBaby, like most men who have baby mamas, run back and forth between the baby mama and the girlfriend. And they've been having like this really petty fight. Sometimes Mimi will post up pictures with her and baby. It's usual mess. And I think the song was meant to be like a jab at Mimi, which is why I call bullshit on this whole I'm just trying to uplift a group of women. She deliberately made a song about being a light-skinned woman who was taking a man from a dark-skinned woman. It was deliberate. That was the point. You were going after Mimi because of her skin tone. And she thinks we're slick. She thinks she's slick. She thinks we're as dumb as she is. But that's how I know, like, this song was not about uplifting lighter skinned women when you were doing it to get under the skin of this man's baby mama. There were no pure intentions in this. You were going after her for the one thing you perceived she would be the most insecure about, her skin tone. Y'all, you're not slick. Those of you who are trying to defend Dani, it's because you don't see the full scope of the situation, because brain cells, synapses, nothing firing off in the head. But where Dani seems to messed up is she posted on social media for all of us to see it. For all of us to see it. And this is not 2002. These colorist ass songs don't fly no more. Especially from a non-black woman. That is the biggest thing that happened in the last 24 hours. Was that, one, I guess people thought Dani was like an actual Afro-Latino. I guess because she got limp-ass curls and she says the N-word. At this point, I am convinced that all a Latino person has to do to say they're Afro-Latino is just to say the N-word with just enough confidence and enough oomph, and y'all just eat it up and believe they're black because you just don't believe a non-black person would feel so, I guess, so not afraid to say it. But I'm telling you, that's not it. Because then pictures of Dani Leigh's parents circulated all over social media. But because I'm sorry, I'm at a loss for words. How y'all can have parents who look like that and still have the nerve to say you're Afro-Latino. Still have the gall and the audacity to have two very white Spaniard parents and be like, I'm Afro-Latino. It's crazy to me. And again, having clearly non-black parents but going on the internet and saying that you're Afro-Latino is not just Dani who's doing it. There's a whole plethora of literally white Latinos who have adopted this Afro-Latino personality from the internet. And I just have to ask, do your parents know you're black on the internet? Do they? Do your parents know you run around Twitter masquerading as an Afro-Latino when your parents wouldn't be caught dead referring to themselves as black? It is really crazy to me. Like, I feel like we talked about this just a couple videos ago about how profitable it is to be black adjacent. And this is what's been happening. The girlies are just pretending. your hair curls a little bit, you got a little bit of a tan, that doesn't make you black. And I feel like a lot of this comes from the lack of gatekeeping of blackness. I know y'all don't want to gatekeep it, but we have to. Because there becomes situations in which actual black women, people my color and darker, don't get to navigate in spaces because now we've allowed everybody to be black. That's why Netflix looks the way it does. Like, y'all, there needs to be stricter parameters on what blackness actually is. I'm sorry, it just is what it is. You need to have 2 black parents to be considered black. If you have 1 black parent, you are a biracial person. I find it weird that society tries to force biracial people to pick a side. No, you're both. You're half whatever and half something else. You should embrace both. There shouldn't be a which side am I gonna pick when those 2 halves make a whole person. Because if you ask me, black people have 2 black parents. I don't care what your grandparents look like. I don't care what your grandparents look like. Are your mother and father black? If they are not, you aren't black. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with being mixed. There's nothing wrong with being biracial. Those terms exist so we can explain people. They exist for a reason. They're not harmful. It's not divisive. I hate y'all who think it's divisive to just be like, this is a black person, this is not a black person. Because the thing is, now in media, you have biracial mixed women getting to play fully black women on TV shows. But these same casting directors would never cast a fully black woman to play a biracial or mixed race woman. If it can't be done on both sides, it shouldn't be happening at all. If black women can't play biracial and mixed race women, why do biracial and mixed race women get to have those acting roles and be fully black women? That's not fair. It's gross and disgusting. And as well, the complete erasure of darker skinned mixed racial and biracial people. Like, they don't get to exist in any media. You can't be biracial mixed and be my complexion, apparently. That doesn't exist. You gotta be of a lighter skin tone. You gotta be a little beigey. And that's completely unfair to those people who also deserve representation. Like, no one wins. Getting rid of because then it's the what's black features girlies. I can't stand y'all. I truthfully, honestly cannot stand y'all. Y'all know what black people look like, but choose to be obtuse because it doesn't fit your narrative. And again, like, to harp on my previous point, the non-black Latinos, the Afro-Latinos with no afro, who are going around calling themselves light-skinned and yellow bones, it's sick, and y'all need to stop. You cannot be a yellow bone. You cannot be a red bone. You can't be light skinned without being black. And I feel like this also applies to biracial women and mixed race women as well. Those women are not light skinned. They're not yellow bones. You're not. Because I feel like what has been happening now is light skin is now becoming synonymous with biracial and mixed. And y'all need to cut that out. When we are talking about light-skinned women, we are talking about light-skinned black women. We're talking about lighter-skinned black women. We're not talking about women who are mixed and all this stuff. Because that's the thing that's happening on social media as well, is those 2 words being, like, swapped interchangeably when there are 2 separate things. Those are 2 separate types of people. No, because then you have... Because y'all don't know what words mean, you got some of the light-skinned girls really, really, like, on the defense because people have been acting like because they're light-skinned, they're not fully black. And that is not what we're trying to do. Those of us who know what words mean, when I'm referring to a light-skinned woman, I'm referring to a light-skinned black woman with 2 black parents. I don't refer to mixed race people as light-skinned. You are just mixed race. And I feel like we need to make the parameters. We need to make things clear because when things get muddy, now you have people arguing about the dumb shit. You have like light-skinned women trying in the comment sections of Twitter fighting for their lives to let y'all know they're black because y'all have decided that light skin and mixed are interchangeable. Because this non-black woman, actual light-skinned women are probably going to be catching so many strays for the next couple days. And I'm so sorry. Because y'all ain't do nothing this time. Y'all ain't do a thing. And now y'all about to get caught up in the crossfires. And it's just like, Now it has me thinking, how many times has there been like discourse with like colorism and it's actually been a white woman that y'all have allowed to call herself a yellow bone and light skin that started discourse? Now, listen, now I'm asking see parents. I can't do this with y'all no more because y'all are really out here digital blackface pretending to be Afro-Latino. It is so when some of y'all's parents have fought tooth and nail to make sure they were not identified as black. It is really insane to me. Like, this whole situation it doesn't feel real, but it does feel real all at the same time. And it's so crazy to me that it's like, and it's men. It's men who allow non-black women to navigate in black spaces they wouldn't allow black women to get into. Am I gonna do this today? Maybe, because some of y'all was really men were arguing in the defense of Dani, and I was just like, because apparently y'all really didn't know she wasn't black, and I don't understand how you thought she was. A slight curl and a tan, and is that really what it takes to be black now? A slight curl and tan. Really? Really. It's really sad. It's really pathetic. And again, what makes it all worse is the song is Boo Boo Butt Cheeks. It is garbage. One of the worst songs I've ever heard in a real long ass time. Again, couldn't even make a colorist bop. Shameful. Truthfully and honestly, it's shameful. Okay, so that's pretty much it. What do you guys think of this situation? Do y'all, who are black, not you non-black people, don't nobody care how you feel, but any of my black subscribers, how do you feel about non-black women referring to themselves as light-skinned and yellow bone, and why does it need to stop? Why does it need to stop? As well as tell me how garbage this song is, and just generally just tell me how you feel and your frustrations about situations like this, and how, oh, also, if there's any Afro-Latino, like actual real Afro-Latino subscribers, how does it feel to have your identity being like used by people who are not actually like you, and how does that feel for like for representation purposes and the whole thing? Because I would just really want to hear from, again, my black people and my Afro-Latino subscribers, if I have any. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Dani a whole clown, but we all knew that. Because again, baby mama runs back and forth and you still with him. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.